Hi everyone. I was at my local gun shop about a month or so back and just looking around, and guy in there, he's a real nice guy. It's just a small kind of mom and pop operation, and he had a few of these 22 rifles on the rack. He said he just got them in. They had been discontinued by Winchester and he got a good deal on them, and he was selling them for pretty good price. He said he picked one up for himself and he took it to the range, and he was really impressed with how he shot with it, and he was also really impressed with a lot of the features on the rifle. He was selling this for 200 bucks. I figured, what the heck, I'll bite. You can never have too many 22s, right? So this is actually made in Russia for Winchester, or it was discontinued last year, which I'm really sorry to report. After you hear the contents of this video, you'll know why. It has a 21-inch hammer forged barrel with a really nice recessed target crown, and bolts back, chamber's empty, so I'm going to show you the crown. You can see that. Gone. The crown is recessed, and it's got a really nice target crown on it, and he said that the bore is polished and that this is a match grade barrel. The bolt is polished. The trigger is a really, really nice two-stage, meaning you have a little bit of take up there and it breaks really nice. It's not a hair trigger by any means. It's not like a target trigger, but it's nice and light. A walnut stock. I'm going to say this is a walnut style stock. It feels almost like some type of a laminate, but it's nice. It looks really nice. It's got the checkering, and came with swivel studs installed. It weighs in without a scope at like 4.5 pounds, so it kind of feels like a kid's rifle, but I guess it could be. Another really nice feature of it is it came with 4 magazines. This is a 10-rounder I have in here right now, empty, but it came with 3 10-rounders and 1 5-round magazine. You can see the trigger guard area down here kind of looks like a Mosin, and it kind of reminds me of a mini Mosin, and how the bolt, you can visually watch the bolt go forward here, and just that shape at the bottom there. The safety's down here. It's in fire now. Fire now, safe. So anyway, I picked this gun up and took it out, and some members of my family that I like to shoot with on the weekends shot it, and just a little fun gun kind of. Was shooting with the iron sights. It has the Rugerish 22 rear sight, and just a post, dovetailed post up front there. But I was pretty impressed with it, and I read online some reports of the accuracy compared to the anecdotal reports I got from the gun shop owner. Kind of motivated me to say what the heck and just throw a little 4-power Bushnell 4x32 rimfire scope on here, and let's take it to the range and sit it down on a rest on some sandbags and see what it can do at 50 yards. So today I did just that. Had a little bit of time after work, rainy day, but the bench is covered, so I figured there's not going to be anyone at the range. Let's go down and put a few 22 rounds downrange and see what happens. So I sighted this in, and when I sighted in, and I thought something was wrong because I didn't think I was on paper for my first 3 shots, and I noticed that when I walked up on the target, it was of course shooting low, but the shots were going almost on top of each other. I kind of saw it in disbelief, and the ammo that I was using, I'm no bench rest shooter, by the way. I was holding steady. The reticle was steady. 4 power is not a lot of power at 50 yards. I was using CCI mini mags, hollow points, not match ammo. Sorry, apparently I'm really popular today. Not match ammo by any means. It's actually high velocity, 1260 feet per second, 36 grain, okay? So if you really wanted to do a really good test, you'd be better served using Wolf or some type of subsonic 40 grain full weight match ammo. My point of testing it with this was I figure if it's a plinker, I'm going to shoot the cheaper stuff out of it, which is usually like your zippy 36 grain hollow points. So I wanted to sight it in for that and see what it could do. Well, when I did finally get it sighted in, I was almost in a state of shock at what it did with this ammo. There's my group right there at 50 yards. I'm not a bench rest shooter. I don't know how good that is. I've duplicated that with subsonic ammo with some of my other 22s at different times. I just record some of my good targets. There it is, 10-27 rainy day, 50 yards, bench rest, CCI mini mag 36 grain with the Winchester Wildcat. Is that match accuracy? I don't know. I don't know what match accuracy is. I don't do, like I said, I don't do bench rest competitions. I just know that that is among the best 3-shot grouping that I've ever done at 50 yards from sandbags with a 22 long rifle. So this rifle is a keeper. The good news is it's inexpensive and it's awesome. The bad news is it's discontinued. If you can find one anywhere, you'd be well served to pick it up. I checked Buds and their last price on one was $281, which is really kind of expensive for what I, compared to what I paid. And they're out of stock. So you might find them on Gunbroker or wherever. If you can find one, man, and you're in the market for a handy little 22 rifle that exhibits match accuracy, grab one, and I think you'll be happy you did.